And now we're starting the stream, which means that now everybody has a chance to see us,
Yeah,
or at least my logo. So
okay.
that's good. And then we'll just explain people that we had a small problem. The power in Storm's house went, so.
No, only the computer.
Oh, only the
The
computer.
fire.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
I forgot. I forgot to put it in the
Oh, wait. Introduction.
socket.
I need it.
Call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like people
Okay, you wanna
from
pick
outside
which one on
Denmark.
top? 1, 2, 3.
Definitely some Swedish
Just
people.
the middle one.
So let me introduce
So
everybody.
you can do the
Probably
same.
knows him. Ende on the left. Atog,
So which one on top?
famously
The
known
one
for
next to your
killing
hand.
people
That one?
Game of Man.
Yep.
Okay.
And we have Henrik Storm, right side, playing the deck. With
I
the
mean, it
twist,
doesn't matter, it's just the
would call
principle
it.
of it.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
And yeah, I'm Henning. For
So can we play
those who
some?
doesn't know me, and of course everybody
Yes.
knows me.
Okay.
I will
introduce yourself?
mute my microphone and then just have fun. If you need anything from me, wave your hands, then I'll probably see it and turn you guys on again. Okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Very good. Good luck,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck. Thanks.
So the
Okay.
power's back on.
Yeah. And now
Almost ready.
I muted at least myself to the players so they can't hear me, and they shouldn't be able to hear you.
Okay.
Cool.
And we had a very powerful start, unless Svante plays
Vice?
Black Vice.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The answer to every library.
Yeah. It's one of the best cards ever. Ever.
Yeah.
So,
And one card
I'll draw.
advantage right there.
Yep.
yeah.
Very first drawing on this.
So,
I
yeah.
think this game is going to be fast and really slow. It's like depending on Ende is going to
Yeah.
take down Henrik fast. Some can prolong the game to a mid-long game, and he might take
On top.
the lead.
Yeah.
He gets enough cards, but
You're breaking up a little bit. I'm not
Can you
sure.
hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you perfect.
Another volcanic.
I'm
Okay.
not sure if
Mount.
it's the, but it shouldn't be the reach on the
And pass to you.
headphones. That should.
It's the no.
Yep.
It should be direct.
Let's see.
Okay, so he's putting down
Play a land.
damage. He play a land
14.
already down to 14 life.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. So now we see the twist of the deck. You know, playing Suchi. That is crazy.
It's a good creature. Can't get around that.
Yeah.
You need the Sonic Blast, which I
Do
think
you have 5 cards? Is that correct?
Yeah, yes, 5 cards.
And now the stream can hear the players talking, I think.
Yeah.
Also.
18. And tap that, so I'm on 17. And cast a surrender. Your turn.
so. Yeah, flyer. It's
So
a
you take
good
1.
answer, but
Yeah.
you kill the sushi.
13.
So I want to.
Also have a line. Simbox Emerald. One of the
Attack.
Next month, maybe give us 5 minutes chatter before the game
No
starts.
blocks, so go to
Yeah, I
13.
guess we should do that actually.
Yeah, we should have an intro. This is an important game. It's between the final competitors.
Yeah.
April.
Plans as recall.
Of course, Tom is defending his honor. Right?
Yeah.
I take 3 cards.
Yeah. So now hopefully you can play some that aren't the lands.
Okay.
And
Use man.
Yeah.
What will he do? I think he has to take care of that.
Yeah. Then
Draw.
depending on how many cards he has in hand. Okay, he goes to 8 cards now. Wow.
And
Nice. If we're gonna have, of course,
sec for black.
Okay.
That one.
The
Abyss.
Abyss. Okay.
Sure.
And
Okay.
play land. Take 2.
11.
Storm
And
is at 11. Yeah.
that will
can go.
take care of it.
Yeah.
He'll be able
One
to hit
damage,
with
go
the
to 12 on the random dice.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Draw.
and he can still with the Susi.
Yeah.
Play Mox Jet.
That's perfect.
Sure.
Him.
Yeah.
But it's still that vice. I think the vice is the thing
Your turn.
going to this.
Before my turn,
Yeah.
I would like to play a lightning bolt on you.
Okay, I go to 9.
Face.
Yeah.
Can you
on
see
top.
his life total?
And
He's
take,
at 9.
1 damage.
Okay.
I have
I go to 10.
5 cards.
Sure.
Oh,
No.
Tom's tactic is to aggressive.
And
Yeah.
This is move on.
I would like to take 2 damage.
One moment,
Play land.
please, Henning. I'll just do like
Sure, you're on
this.
8.
Yeah. I'd like to
And
activate.
then I'll try something else. Vindu.
And I would like
So
to
you only
declare
see
attackers.
this one?
Sure.
No, it doesn't still work.
And they both attack. And I would like to
Give me
pump.
only the.
How many cards
the
do you have?
battle.
I have 5.
Yeah.
You can still hear me.
Yeah.
You're sitting here, looking at a nice logo.
Yeah.
I will bolt the factory.
So let's see.
Uh,
Yeah.
Sure.
My Discord is fucking up at the moment, I think.
I take 4, I go to 5.
Yeah. Like it
yeah, sure. Go.
with them.
I'm not sure why. Didn't say okay.
I go to 4.
Yeah.
I'll Sonic Bust you.
I'd like to.
I'll just try my Discord opening and closing again. One moment.
My turn.
So you take 1 damage also for the City of Brass?
I'm on 4 life, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Draw.
So let's see.
Oh, you win this one.
Okay.
That
So far
What do you
so
want?
good, but not really.
Oh, did you see the last of the?
No, I was working hard with this. He went to 4 and then got countered, and then I think Storm won this first game. So
Oh.
yeah.
Aggressive tactic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so quick.
Let's see.
So you said he said the.
So let's see.
Into sideboard now.
Yeah. Yeah, the deck on speed, junkie style. It's completely crazy. When the deck works, it works good. Because it shouldn't be able to do this, to be honest.
Ball he had. Yeah. Sure. It's also would have, but I don't know. I the last of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's this helped him a lot. That vice, even with the vice in the table, he was still pulling cards with
Yeah.
that Cestro and a couple of times at least, with the library, right? Bit the bullet. Still.
You're still bringing up a lot.
try change
Yeah.
microphone.
Yeah, because it's funny. Sometimes we can see your mouth is moving, but the sound is not coming.
What if I try to?
They're saying he's from Jutland. That's how he speaks.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Better or worse?
Sounds much better actually. But let's see if we have longer sentences. Maybe we'll have a problem, but we'll see.
I'm hoping that my points are getting through at least.
Yeah, still breaking up.
It's
Yeah, shit.
not your like system. I do something. What can I do? Wait, it's down. Okay. What about this one? Now, is that better?
You
Better,
have to say
better.
something.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Yeah, it seems like it's better. You haven't like
Okay.
disappeared right now. So.
So I twisted a bar inside the.
Okay, the
Inside.
break-off bar. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know what it does.
If the sound is too low, it'll break off, and yeah.
Okay. So they sideboarded. What do you
Okay,
think
I will
that
play first.
Yeah.
Henrik Stomp can bring to the table? Maybe.
I
Yeah,
think I
don't
would
know.
probably won that game if I had
he
played
has the
first,
blast,
because
of
the
course.
vice would have
Yeah.
done so much more damage.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
some divine offering.
It was that close, I think.
For sure, divine
Yeah.
offering at least. That
Yeah.
that he
Okay,
will bring
so-
those in.
Yeah. And
1,
what
2,
does
3.
So 2. on
Svante?
top.
I guess you will also
And what
try
do you say?
some.
I say the
blast
middle one as
maybe.
well.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
It's
good
hard.
luck.
He has.
Some red blasts
yeah,
and some
kitchen
blood
egg.
moons. I'm guessing at least.
Yeah. Maybe glue
Okay,
could be a possibility, but I don't know how much.
Yeah.
He's afraid of it.
I'll also keep.
I guess if you have to pay 6 mana
Try
for
dice, go.
what 5 mana for divine offer, maybe you
Okay,
won't be
turn
able
one
to.
black vice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I wanted to show this one, but I.
Oh yeah, you have it. Yeah,
Yeah.
much better.
But let's see if we do
So
like this. Now it's on top of everything.
so with the factory into a black wise, turn 1.
Yeah. That seems quite nice.
Yeah, and Storm was on the draw, right?
Yeah, which means. Yeah, at
But
least
Svante
7
is
damage.
really good
Oof.
at getting.
Go.
Oh, 3 mana.
Yeah.
Svante is really good at getting black wise on the table. I've seen. He's
Mm.
good at pulling one of the 4
Yeah.
out of the 7. So. Oh, okay. I was just thinking the life total, but they just started, so I
Yeah.
think Storm just forgot to reset his counter. His dices.
Let's see if I can do like this a little bit. He moved his dices a little bit.
Oh, so you cut? Oh,
Henrik.
yeah. Okay. Cool.
Sure.
Pass to you. Wait.
So
You
you
take
also
1
have to
damage
change
upkeep, right?
Yeah, sorry,
the
yeah, sorry,
winning
yeah,
state.
sorry.
What?
Then let me think if I want to do something
if
in
you
your
said
upkeep. So
Storm
you're on
1,
16
you
here.
should say 0-1.
Um,
And,
Okay.
Yeah,
no, that's fine. Go
yeah.
ahead.
It's because we worked on the sound problems and you not being
Okay,
able
then.
to see it all and stuff.
yeah. When we're done figuring everything out, the match is over.
Yeah, because who expected the first game to be so fast when it's the deck that won?
You go.
You know, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's really actually funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
It is crazy.
I haven't seen it.
Hmm.
So yeah, Svante has to be even quicker then.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's the tactic Stomp still used.
Yeah.
I guess he also got a lucky strike, like with the library. It's
Yeah.
always good.
The library is always good to have, for the first game at least.
Pass to you.
Yeah.
But
End of turn. I would like to
Oh,
play
okay,
on
disenchant.
the right. Yeah,
a disenchant on your.
that's good.
Yeah.
There's
like
pressure, I guess.
Sure.
Untap.
Then we
Yeah,
have
I think
Draw.
it's not the deck if it has Suchi in the main deck. What do you think
No.
about this?
Go.
it's the deck with a twist.
Yeah.
This discussion was already really hot to touch this subject early on in this
Yeah.
So you have
tournament.
4 cards in hand.
So I
Yeah, I
guess
have 4 cards.
I would just call it the deck with a twist.
Yeah.
I also think he has two. He's playing two abuse in the main, right? And
Yeah.
that's also a twist. I would say.
Yeah.
You
So
play one, right?
I play
Play
2
two,
also.
Oh,
So
two. Okay.
yeah. And he plays 3 lightning bolts.
Yes.
And
It's also.
the horror of it all actually is he
That's
plays
okay.
64 cards main deck.
Your turn.
Wow. He's bringing it real old school.
Yeah.
I'll play the abyss.
So look at that, beautiful.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you have a thread on the table, and he takes
Sure.
care of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on to
So he takes 1 damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
But I guess that Svante, does he even have any artifact creatures? I think he has to go total burn and then factories. I think is the only possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course there is Tank of Mitra and device.
So yeah, here we have the deck. The Sventis deck.
Yeah. So the Atog is the only creature besides the.
Yeah.
He has no artifact creatures. That's what I mean. He has
Yeah.
freedom. Yeah. So burn and factories,
Yeah.
unless he can get rid of that with the
Hmm.
Chaos Orb maybe.
Yeah.
factory.
Sure.
But he has the beat down there with the factories. Second factory.
Hit you with that factory.
Yeah.
Attack.
Yeah.
Probably boosting.
So
No, he
2 damage?
activated it.
Yeah.
Only 2
14.
damage. Yeah.
So 2 damage. Yeah.
Then it's your turn.
And then he has 2 blue up, but
Yeah. Counter method or shatter. It might be a shatter.
I play
Actually.
my own factory.
yeah.
Sure.
Because Storm would, after abuse, probably play a Sushi
Yeah.
something to start beat down.
Hmm.
Turbo deck, the deck, the turbo deck. We can call it Storm's version of the deck.
Suchi.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
So maybe shatter now.
Yeah.
It's not counter
Shadow the Suchi.
Precisely.
Counter.
Oof.
and counter. Ooh, yeah, with the only 4 mana, that's
My turn.
Sure.
not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
He has advantage Storm there. At least the table is his.
So how
So
many
she's
cards
a
do I have?
bit broken
2.
due to no burn. Yeah. I remember getting 4 to the face from my own. Yeah. That's true.
So, Simon, can I ask the bars in the bottom is not viewed, right?
Yeah. People cannot see the bars. They can only see
I was
the
just
main
wondering
picture.
about-
Yeah.
Simon became a video streaming expert,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Okay, so
Yeah.
thinking process here. I think he has to burn as much as possible.
Yeah.
Play Lotus.
Go for the life. What is it? It's 13, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard when the deck, which normally are slow,
Second for black and the
try to
monitor.
be aggressive.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
we see now it can actually work, at least with the Storm's version.
Yeah. So this is the deck that Storm's playing.
A fully black border.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
How many cards are you on?
Score.
And as we can see,
4 cards.
3 Suchis main, 2 Abyss main, and the rest is
So
more or
one
less
left
the
man in the
deck,
pool.
you know.
Yeah.
So
From the Lotus.
Yeah. Lightning ball as well, but yeah, true.
yeah,
One, two,
yeah,
and
3
six
lightning
myself.
bolts. So
Okay.
I can understand that's why it's up to 64 cards main deck, because there's so many cards he wants to play.
So Svante is taking 3 cards on the ancestral, no
Yeah.
counter,
Learn
and
for the
then
turn.
of course
Another
he
factory.
used the mana, but third factory.
Yeah.
I think he really has to get He has to remove that Suji.
Black mana to play Sovereign.
He wants to get in control, but getting control over the deck is not easy.
I'll play 2 Moxen as well. Emerald and Pearl.
His tactics, Svante, is to
Use
lock
these
down
to
like
Psionic Blast
mostly
the Suchi.
prison.
Wow.
Okay, there we
17.
go, 4 damage. And
Wow.
if you can't get the prison
Activate
effect up,
these 2 factories
then
and
he
pump
hits.
one of them,
Yeah.
so attack for 5.
Yeah.
You go down to 9.
That's great.
I have 1 card left.
So we
Your
are
turn.
at
I'm at
8.
8.
What does
Oh.
Oh, you're on
Svante
8.
have?
Okay, I missed the damage. Yeah, that's true. I missed the fact.
Okay.
There's 3 dice, I guess, above 15.
There's 4 dices so far that I can see.
Oh yeah, 4, yeah.
5, 5, 5, 2,
Sure.
17, I think.
17.
Yeah.
So, and there's 3 factories versus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take this. And we out in a 3rd game.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see
what
the
would you
3rd game.
Now, Storm is looking for something right now. What would you pick out of all the cards? Because there's no like artifacts targets right now.
How many,
right?
many cards do you have in hand?
Otherwise, I
Just
would
one.
have.
He only
guessed
has 1
that
card in
there was
hand.
some artifact. Oh yeah, okay. So time twister or ancestral.
Yeah.
Do you want to give Svante a new hand? I don't know how many.
No, of course you don't want to do that because he has so much direct energy. So I'm thinking either disenchant
Ancestral.
or ancestral.
Yeah, I guess.
Because he doesn't play
Disenchant,
moat. Yeah.
No, that. Yeah, mode. You play a mode. So is
Nope.
that the deck?
I play 63 cards and I don't have as many lightning bolts.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah.
So now we're getting close. I feel like he should beat with that factory, even though maybe he want to play something, I guess. But
I think it's a very difficult situation because you don't know what the fuck he's gonna
at
get.
8, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so he has to keep
That's
something
the-
at home.
Yeah, of course. I'm thinking he's going to get rid of one of the factories or lose a creature.
Yeah.
I hope that's how it goes.
Would you like to?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So gentlemen,
The virtual cut.
want to cut?
You go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Draw.
let's see.
He accelerated with that mana. He got a
Yeah.
lot of mana now.
Yeah.
So you have 3 cards now.
He has more cards in hand. Alive. So.
Yeah, Storm has 3 cards, Svante has 2 cards. So
Oh, okay, 2 cards.
Yeah.
I thought he had a bunch.
yeah.
Activate 2 factories.
Sure.
So
Okay.
attack with
Attack.
2.
I would like to.
I think he has another shadow.
Animate
Shadow.
and.
But that's also the correct play for Svante to keep
The pressure.
Yeah. So like at 8, he can blast him with like easily.
Yeah.
Okay. On the shadow.
Counter.
Go to 7.
Sure. You go down to 7.
And I would like
Okay.
to block one.
Yeah.
I pump the one you block.
Yeah, and I also pump.
And boost.
So it trades, and you take 2. You go down to 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's
So
fine.
it's your turn.
I guess that's the correct play.
Yeah.
At least. Well, do you think he actually took that counter up with the money tutor?
I don't think so. So let's see. 4 mana. It's not a book. It must be Suchi.
Yeah. Has to stop the factories and bring pressure.
How many shadows are in your
I
graveyard?
don't know. Let's
2.
see.
Yeah.
The thinking game.
I'll play the switch.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's the thing he went to get.
Yeah, he tutored. But I don't think like what does Svante has to get a
Click that,
Chaos
Lance
to
will
get
pass
rid
to
of
you.
this, right?
Yeah.
That's not the only card.
I think that's his only solution, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I would like to attack.
So he
Sure.
attacks with
Take
it.
that to go down to 13.
Yes.
Okay.
Time
Time walk. Oh.
That's 8
Okay.
damage.
So
Please.
take my next turn.
2 rounds of
No,
4.
wait a minute. I think
Yes.
maybe I'll do something. How many cards in hand?
So Storm has
1.
he's at 5,
I'll
right?
do it.
And
I'll do something.
I totally can't see Svante's life count.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a big clock.
Yeah.
So 3 cards at hand.
Attack.
Oh, he attacks again.
And you have
Yeah.
2 cards, is that correct?
It worked
No,
the first
3
time.
cards.
Oh, 3 cards. Okay.
I don't understand this play, but he of
Yeah, I can
course
take
has
it
a
to go down
plan.
to 9.
Yeah, there is a plan.
So,
Of course, he has cards at hand, and there is 1 card in Svante's hand, right? Yeah, I think. Oh, I don't know. I have an idea that
Activate both
it might
factories.
be
Sure.
a lightning bolt, so he just
disenchant
wants to
one.
get him in. Oh, okay,
Okay.
So I take 2.
that's good.
Yep.
1
Down to 3.
factory down,
Yeah.
but at 3 life.
Yeah. Wow. Does he then have the chain lightning or the firebolt? Ooh.
Or a blast. How many blasts did he use? 1.
Good question. Wow.
But it's a close game already.
Yeah.
I can see he has a volcanic island and then a couple of marks and another red source.
Plan Atog.
Atog.
Sure.
Why? To block or what?
I guess to block. Yeah.
That's also a good way to get rid of this, you see. To see. He would probably just wait around
Yeah.
before
he
attacks
attacks. But that
Yeah.
gives Svante time to get another lightning
another
bolt.
card, another round. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So it's difficult.
Yeah, but it's close. I can go both ways right now. But of course, Henrik has the table, but
A Filwa
he's at
storm?
3.
Play the Chaos Orb.
Oh,
Chaos
the
Orb.
Chaos Orb.
Sure.
So get rid of.
How many cards do you have in hand?
hit for. I
Just
really
1.
wanted to know how much life he has. Like
And your
9
life
or
total?
something.
9?
Storm
9,
has
yes.
3,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Svante has 9.
Yes, 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So. So
Wow.
maybe you can use
so-
it just to get another hit in, and then remove.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to be Atog. Or to
Atog.
be this.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He waits. He's also fine. Deck can always wait a turn, right?
Yeah. Although at 3 life, it's
Factory past you.
Yeah.
okay. Another factory.
I'm thinking he might have a divine offer. It gives life.
Before it's my turn, I would like to try
So
and
in the case of
the Chaos Orb.
anything destructive happening,
Sure.
he might just
Okay.
throw his own Suzu. Oh, Chaos Orb what? On what?
On 1 factory.
Yeah, it's just a.
It's a hit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can't see
it
from
a
here,
hit?
but
Yeah, I can take it from here so you can see it.
no, it's okay. I trust you. Just tell me.
It's the finals. It's important, right?
Yeah.
I
So I
can
can't
see that.
Hitting it right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a close
Henri,
one.
what are you doing?
Yep.
Just showing that it was a hit. Wow.
Oh, it was a hit. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the 3rd factory going to the grave, right?
Yeah.
So on tap.
Yep.
So,
So. Soren.
Sure.
More mana. Yeah, that city is not a good land to use right now.
No.
Then again, he's capable of using it twice.
How many factories do you have in your
Yeah.
graveyard?
And if Svante
3.
had the blast, he would also have used it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And you're at 9.
There is what does he have? Does he carry a firewall?
Yeah, he has.
Lightning
on
and
5.
fireball.
Good.
He goes to 5.
Yeah, now it's close.
You have 2
He
cards,
has,
right?
he has to get rid of that Suchi.
Yeah.
That's the only way out. But it's hard if he can blast, he would have done it on his face, right? He would
Yeah.
have taken out the storm long time ago. So we know he doesn't have anything like that.
Yeah.
And the
So
likelihood
now
of
it's a
Storm
question
having
of
a
doing.
Factor in.
counter,
Oh, he goes to 1. Let's see.
With black vice.
Black Vice?
likewise,
Your
it
turn.
doesn't help.
No.
Interesting. So the hit. Shadow.
Go to 1 as well.
They're both at 1 now.
Damage. What?
This is crazy final game, you know? Both players
this
are
is
at
Lightning Bolt.
1.
Yeah. This is crazy. So yeah, he's tapping some mana. Is it game?
For
Oh,
another Suchi? Christ.
Go.
That's.
But he's at 1, which means he cannot. But of course, then he must have the forgetting 4 life, you know, from one of the Suchis. Yeah. Because he can't counter, so.
Oh, but you could do it as a
You have 2
response
cards
to
still?
a blast,
No,
right?
3.
So both at 1 life. And
One like
Storm
this is epic.
having 2
Yeah.
creatures. Oh, I'd fucking hate that.
That's really hard. And you cannot play a creature yourself unless it dies the round after.
Yeah.
So right now Storm has table and he has the upper hand.
Yeah.
But he had for a long time, I guess. But now it's just
I'd like to play
underlined with a double
dust to
But
dust on
Divine?
your black
No.
vice
Dust
and
to
your
dust.
Sol Ring.
Sure.
Sol Ring, yeah, of course.
And I would like to declare attackers.
And then hit.
Then we'll see if there is a lightning bolt. Waiting for Storm to tap out.
No.
Good game.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
That was fucking
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Jake just did a turbo
I
run.
had to be aggressive because I was so afraid of you getting a lightning bolt. So if I was on
Wow.
5 or
Congratulations to
3 or
Storm.
1, it
Well, I
didn't
did board
matter.
board out my
Yeah. Super
chain
awesome.
lightnings, but I still have all the bolts.
That's
in
how
the
you
deck,
can play the
so-
deck as
Yeah.
well.
Also,
Wow, that was crazy.
do you also keep in the Sonic Blast?
Really crazy. I was
Yeah,
I
keeping
was
all
amazed
3
by
Sonic
the
Blast because of
Yeah.
they kill the Suchis as
speed
well.
of which
Yeah.
he
So
they were
actually
getting
produced
up, yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would just have been a draw here.
The
but,
Suchis, they are
just
fucking
helped him out
crazy.
both times. Yeah, the Suchi.
Yeah, I
really
sideboarded
good.
my lightning bolts out
Yeah.
because I didn't really think you had any.
Wow.
It was
I
the
options I could
boost, I
take,
think,
and,
that
It's
took
only
it
one of
again.
the factors.
yeah, and I
But it's not
only took out the
bad combo with lightning
2
bolts
books and 1
the
counter
red
spell and recall
blasting.
and balance.
direct damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
And capability of getting life back as
It's
well.
interesting. It's
I
hard to know
think
what
Yeah.
your deck is really doing because
really
it's
good,
a mixture between
good
mid-range deck and the
strategy
deck.
to go
Yeah.
aggro,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
or
It's
mid
kind
range with the
of
deck.
make it more difficult to sideboard against. I guess.
Yeah.
Put it like
So now we have the next part of the thing, and this is going to be
Chain
very
lightnings
difficult for
and
you
one
actually,
of
Henrik,
creature
because you
I
cannot hear the
have
players.
The abyss, so I should be
Oh
a
yeah,
little
true.
bit less.
Unless I turn up the
scared.
volume here,
Yeah.
Something like that.
then
Yeah.
it will
No, actually
probably
2
interfere.
dims currently.
Yeah. But if anybody out there in the chat has any
Thank you very much
questions,
for the match.
now is the time to ask them
Thank you. It was
Very, very
it was
good.
for the
close,
2
yeah.
players.
This only took
Sure.
less than an hour?
Yeah.
Less than 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So what did he put in? He put in some blast and some artifact removal. Yeah.
His start hands are crazy, Sam. Yeah.
Slå med her på.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Nice,
So now you can
Hi.
hear me, at
Yeah.
least. So congrats to both of you. I'm sorry that Storm played so fucking incredibly lucky. But then again, I'm glad that we had a Danish guy winning the Danish old school.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
But the question everybody wants to know, what was it actually that you tutored for? Because I'm guessing that you had to do some artifact removal, but what did you actually tutor for here in the last game?
Yeah, I had the.
My guess is on the counter.
I think I had a counter on my hand, and I had
Suchi.
a dust to
You
dust.
had mana drain, right?
Yeah, I had mana drain and I had the dust to dust. So I went for the disenchant.
So you went for the disenchant. Okay.
Yeah.
So why didn't you go for ancestral? You had played ancestral.
For the factory.
No, you
Yeah, but
No, I
it
hadn't
was
played
also a good
ancestral,
move.
but I thought that if I didn't draw anything, I would
took care of the third factory.
So
I think
even
I'll
though
try
if
something different for you, Henning.
if I played the ancestral recall, I could be stuck with just lands or maybe a blue blast or another counter spell. So I think I wanted to play it safe.
Kan du høre dem nu?
To get the disenchant and just hope, because I have so many disrupting spells against the factory. So I thought I would just draw into it, and I had the counter spell for if you tried to remove the Suchi, which you had. So
no, you didn't have the Suchi yet then, I think.
No, okay, maybe not at that
Did
point.
that help, Henning?
Suchi, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just thought that I had to buy some time, and yeah. So I got the disenchant.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I thought maybe the mana drain, but you could have tutored for the mana drain maybe if you feel safer.
Yeah.
You missed the 2 mana you got from the mana. You missed the 2 mana you got from the mana drain when you played the Suchi next turn, so you could have saved some mana, some damage there when you didn't have to tap out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
but I didn't really have anything I could play anyway.
I had the Suchi.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
but
no, but
I didn't have anything else in hand.
There? You have the disenchant there.
No, not at that point. I had the dust to dust.
No, that was a turn after. You tutored.
Was it? Yeah, okay. Maybe you.
Maybe
you're
you
right.
tutor attack with 2 factories, and you blocked and a shatter, and you mana drained, and then you were tapped out, and you traded factory for factory, took 2. Then you played a Suchi, tapping out with just a City Brass up, so you must have had the card you tutored for still if you what it is.
Yeah, that's my mistake. But luckily,
it was very close. Yeah.
Well, I would like to say thank you for an interesting match, and I think it's incredible that you got the Black Vice out both times.
Yeah, sure. I had a good draw there. As I said, I think I would have won the first game had I been able to play instead, just because it was that close of a race. But you can't always count on that, of course.
No. But
like you had very good draws against Vice as well with the Moccasin and so on, so it wasn't that amazing.
Yeah, I had the library, and I just chose to draw and just play the Mox and the land and just go for maybe 1 or 2 turns to draw a card.
Of course,
yeah.
I think it's correct to just do it one. You can't afford to take damage here. I don't think.
No, you're right, and I had this. Luckily, in the semifinals, I played a similar deck. I played against Juice, who had some of the same interaction as your deck, even though he plays the Diamond Valley. So I knew I had to be very fast against you. So I had to go for the aggro the way. Yeah.
Aggro deck.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would actually rather have faced a classic the deck. I think.
Yeah.
I'm better equipped to handle that. It's kind of easier, I think, when I had more damage, and I can take a more pure aggressive stance instead, because I have like copper tablets on the board that I didn't bring in against you because you can raise those.
Yeah.
But against pure of the deck, they're just so good.
Yeah.
So I was kind of disappointed it wasn't the real of the deck, even though I think, for example, your deck is never beating the deck, right? Because you have Suchis instead of books. But it's very good against Atog instead.
Yeah, I have a tough matchup sometimes against the deck. That's right.
Right, but so you're worse against out of the deck, but you're better against me.
Yeah,
instead,
but after the sideboard, I have an okay matchup against the deck as well. But the first match I don't have.
No.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Svante, did you consider Creatureless in game 2 like a jail type of game?
No, not really, because not because of the Suchis. I think
Yeah.
I was expecting not so sure if he has the Abyss, it's a problem, but if he doesn't draw Abyss, then I think my creatures are good enough. And he can't have that many Abysses. It's more like Copper Tablet is fine, but it's so bad against if he draws a Suchi, then that just hurts me instead. So I was considering, I was planning that against the deck, but I don't think I should do it here really. But it could have been wrong though. It's hard to say. Like in retrospect, maybe that would have been better.
Yeah,
so I did consider it, sure, but I also didn't really know how Henrik's deck looked, so I had to see a little bit how much it was, and then I saw like Lightning Bolt, for example, in the first game. So I was considering, then maybe it's not. You weren't as white as I thought. I didn't even see a Tundra or anything in the first game, so I thought maybe you're not that white, and then I maybe don't want all of that stuff. So I kept in some of the creatures instead. Might have been wrong, but that's the benefit for you playing something that's not so easy to pin down. I don't know exactly what you're playing.
Yeah. And that's Simon and I have played the deck for many years, and this is our version of it, and it's very, very effective against aggro decks because you can go both ways. So
Sure.
Just jeg takker af og siger tak for i aften. Jeg har lige en lille en, der står her.
Okay.
Vi ses. Hej.
Bye bye.
Hi. Yeah. Thanks for this.
Yeah.
See you around, guys.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Farvel til Storm.
Yes, og
Svante. Med sejren.
Ja, det var fandme vildt, det må man sige.
Ja, det må man sige. Men altså, jeg var også ret imponeret over, hvordan han faktisk fik den der Black Vice ud hver eneste gang, og Storm havde både Abyss ud første og anden gang også. Jeg tror, det var sådan lidt matchet. De to decks op imod hinanden. I forgot English. Should we talk English?
Yeah.
Speak the language. No, I guess that the matchup was what I considered.
We are still live.
Okay. I just want to say thank you.
2 sekunder, Henning. Storm is back. You can't see that because I actually removed him from the.
Okay. I'm leaving again in just a moment. But I just want to say thank you for a very, very good tournament, and I want to say thank you to all my opponents.
Henning, wait.
I must say that none of the matches have been easy. It's been very, very tough. I've been on 1 or 2 live many of my matches and made a ridiculous comeback. So it's been very, very a roller coaster ride and been very, very exciting. And I would like to say it's been a pleasure commentating other players, and I hope to be able to commentate as many matches next month soon with you, Simon. And I think it's cool that when I'm playing, that the other players want to join in and try to do the commentating game. I think it's cool. So thank you for everybody for a wonderful tournament. So
Cheers.
That's that.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay. So now Storm is saying goodbye actually, so he just came back.
Okay. I was confused. I was just ending up with the good moves he made, with committing to that library and being aggressive. Even with the deck. I think that's great play. And a strategy you really have to commit to. Good job, good play, good decision making, and overall match.
Yeah. So I thought it was. I hadn't expected Storm to win this because normally the deck is not that fast. But
no, it shouldn't be. What are you talking about? A 4-drop, right?
Yeah.
So even with the Moxes and so on, or Solving, whatever, it's a one dude in turn 3 maybe if you're lucky. You also want the Abyss down before, right? especially against a deck with strong creatures as their top. So I guess that we are talking turn 5 maybe. So yeah, it's impressive that he was able and capable of making these few cards, 64 of them, into a fast beatdown.
Yeah, that was crazy. And all the decks are fast, as they say on the stream, with Library, Ancestral, and Moxes in the start hands. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But didn't Svante also take 3 cards, or was that Storm? I can't remember. It's like that accelerated them. The person I can remember. But did it actually do anything in the game? That was when I lost you.
Yeah. No, not really. Yeah. So he got.
But I'd love to see the first part of the game. The second part of first game. So I will definitely see the stream.
Yeah. So, but it was interesting.
Yeah, really. They were at 1. What? 4 turns, both of them.
Yeah.
Could have gone both ways. I think.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He just pulled up a blast or something.
Yeah.
He didn't have any divine offering. That dust for dust and tutored for disenchant, right?
So he tutored for the disenchant, having all the other cards in hand. So that's the deck.
And the mana drain. He had the mana drain.
He had the mana drain. He had the mana drain on his hand, and he had the white one that removes 2 artifacts, and
dust to dust.
And the Suchi. So
but that's a powerful hand.
So.
I wouldn't have given the opportunity with the time twist to give Svante a new hand.
Yeah, no, precisely.
He had control already when the abyss came down, I guess.
Yeah, so.
You know, he was at 8.
Even though he was at 8 life, yeah. And I've seen so many games where the deck, and I also played myself many games where I'm at 1 or 2 life, and I'm like, okay, if my opponent top decks a lightning bolt, I'm dead.
Yeah,
but
damage.
Then you lose, but you don't lose because you start top decking, and somehow the deck is very good at doing top decks.
If you land a book, and I saw that he has 3 of them in his deck, right? 3 books.
3
if you
books.
just land one of the books, you will get back in the game, even though you don't have a library. So the deck has the possibility of getting back late game. Most other decks, like Svente's Atog, when it burns out of steam, it's done. It's burned out. That's why it has to be more fast and more aggro. Aggro, but that's hard without creatures. So Svante to keep in the creatures in second round, I don't think he had a choice. You know, he said
that.
You know, he didn't know which deck he was up against, but he knew that the Abyss was in the main.
Yeah.
But it's still no reason. You know, what direct damage do you have enough in your sideboard? I think he keep the creatures in and hope that the Abyss will land on the table.
Yeah.
So definitely a good play from both players, and I think Tom did pretty well. The decision and my favorite deck even.
Yeah.
And Svante is not a new player. He's been playing a lot.
Yeah.
So he knows all the ins and outs and all the possibilities.
Yeah. And Wizard of the Isle said, he actually won the Long Island Cup 1.5 edition. He won the Mountains of Madness, and now Doom 2. So he actually is on fire, to be honest.
That's three in a row, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't play the first Doom tournament, did he? No, he didn't.
I didn't either. So.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So he's been winning all the 3 last one he did. He actually won. So that's crazy.
That's saying something. Maybe he found the correct deck to play for him at least.
Yeah.
He's good at it, right? He's good at playing the type or version. I don't want to start any fires.
Yeah, I think we have 2 or 3 cards difference between me and his deck, and I scrubbed out. I only think I won 1 round in the league matches, so I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, no, I didn't do shit. And last month I didn't do shit either.
In there. That's it.
Yeah, I have to play more lightning bolts,
Yeah.
or maybe more turn 1 libraries. I think.
Oh yeah, that's also really good, really good. Yeah. Here you win on it. But yeah, so the deck didn't do it alone. It was the player as well.
Yeah,
did
of course.
And props to my homie. You know, we're from the same city of Esbjerg, so just to bring it back.
Very good.
But I'm thinking, what is the original of the deck? I'm not starting a fire here, but you said that you have 63, 64 cards.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the pure build of the deck would be around 60 cards, right?
Yeah, it would be 60 cards, maybe 61. I've also heard that. And it is played with normally Ivory Towers and Sarah Angels.
You have them in Sarah Angel. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've seen you play a Sarah Angel against me.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
I've had many versions of the deck. So.
And you still play Ivory Tower and sideboard or something?
Yeah. I do. Yeah. So also in Storm's deck, yeah. But
what does he have?
We slowly. Let's see. I will find it.
Yeah, he has the terror in the sideboard center. That's not gonna help him either. But the detonate, he could have. Do you think he sideboarded didn't detonate? Because that would have been a win.
Yeah.
He could have detonated one of the Suchis and then 4 damage to it.
Yeah. That would be crazy. Yeah.
That would have been an awesome way to win.
So here we have the deck.
Yeah, with a twist.
With a twist, yes. So the mana base is a little bit different because he has the plateau in it. But he plays 4 Tundra, 4 Volcanic, and of course 4 of most of the lands actually.
Yeah.
And then the big difference is he plays 3 lightning bolts. Normally you only play with either 0 and then a fireball and a stone rain or something. And 2 abyss and 3 Suchis. Normally you would up the count of 1 book to 4 books, and then you would have either the abyss or moat, depending on which. And playing with Sarah Angels, you would play moats. So, yeah.
But I understand his choices because when you bring in 2 abyss, then Sushi becomes much better than a Sarah Angel, of course. And
yeah.
You know, if you're going down that stream, I would do pressure more than control. So taking a book out and adding a Suchi is a good choice, I think.
Yeah.
But
because many of the deck only play 2 Sarah Angels, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then factory for the rest of the beatdown.
Yes.
But he also have the direct damage, and I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Direct damage, get rid of most stuff, you know.
Yeah.
The aggro, like he said, he has a good matchup against aggro.
Yeah, we were simply tired of losing against aggro, so we thought, we're gonna put something in, and then we decided, okay, the Abyss is much better. Okay, let's play 2 the Abyss, even better. So, yeah, and then we decided lightning bolts because they can take all the small creatures, you know. So.
Yeah, and even if you block with a factory, fire a lightning ball on top of it, then you can take out something with a toughness 5-6.
Yeah. And not much lives through that, you know. So.
No.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good deck. I think he did good with it. Like three wins in total. Like.
Yeah, 3 wins in 3 different tournaments. That's nice.
Good.
Yeah.
So props to Henrik.
Yeah.
Keeping the victory in Denmark.
Yeah.
No, I like Svante a lot, and I think he's gonna.
Yeah.
This in the future as well, but I guess he met his opponent. here.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
So do you wanna talk about Svante's deck, because I didn't see the sideboard good enough. If you can bring that up.
Yeah. One moment.
He's only at the 60 cards, right? So I'm not gonna count it, but
would he play all of them at the same time? Disenchants, Divine Offerings, and Dust to Dust? Yes, he does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, artifact removal, especially in Danish meta.
Yeah. It's an important part.
Yeah.
Because
robots.
it destroys other versions of the deck, because you can take all his books and you can take his mana producing and
even factories and the ivory tower, right?
Yeah. So in that sense, yeah, we sometimes play all the artifact removal. So yeah.
But that's also why you get a lot of hate, right?
Yeah.
You're hating on the brown people.
Yeah. So
yeah, but that's also a crucial thing. Svante said that he didn't expect so much white out of Storm.
No, since he hadn't seen the Tundras turn 1, then of course, or game 1, then he didn't expect it to be like a normal keeper with Swords to Plowshares and Abyss and the whole white sideboard package. Yeah.
So that might have been a hard choice for him to make when he sideboarded. But I see he has both type of glass and then the tablets. I don't think the tablets would have done much, but had he had it down for 3 rounds, it would have been a big difference.
Yeah.
Because remember, Storm was down like really low on life total for a long time, and that tablet would had to be removed with a disenchant or something for him to survive. So I think that the outcome would have been less life total from Storm, and then Svante would have kept at least one extra factory because of it.
Okay, so now I can't see the whole deck. Yeah.
And be smart in a fart.
Yeah.
Smart in fart. Translated to English is really bad. So okay, yeah, then carries. Yeah. So, what is the red card below the tutor? I don't see
it. Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel. Okay, it's wheel.
Yeah. So that must be Demonic, Mind Twist, Chaos Orb, and Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, but yeah, Storm was also a bit lucky with his Muxus, because I was thinking that coming up on the Bank of Mizra might have been a good tactic. I don't know if he did it, but because if a land can do 2 damage just by putting it into play, it's enough to make that extra notch of pressure on Storm's life.
Yeah.
Detonate, certainly.
Yeah.
And I guess he kept the gloom in the sideboard because he didn't expect any white.
Yeah, he didn't expect the amount of white at least. So,
no.
But the 2 glooms would have been really good.
He would have been he would have kept his factories. And he had 4 at one point, right?
Yeah. Totally crazy.
Yeah.
So
that would have been hard to get through. And then take out some of the creatures, of course.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that either. But I think this deck is really good. I played it, maybe not exactly this version, but I early spent the Atog deck. I tried it in, I think it was DOS 2. I don't know, can't remember. But it was really good at being aggressive. But if you don't get the cards at hand, it's just winner or go home. It's in my hands at least. I'm not talking about the other players. I had that experience where I was really good at winning early on, but if I couldn't, I would probably lose. So it was much, let's say 60-40 chance of winning.
Yeah.
Up against an opponent that does the same, and then with the deck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that.
No. Most players don't see this coming, but I guess now they will when we put it on the internet. So.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
But what would you have sideboarded in against Atog? Would you have gone up on more artifact removal, or would you try to go the? Because I wouldn't do like aggro, but it's a good tactic. I think I wouldn't have done it.
We discussed it, and we thought it would be the best to do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. And
okay,
then,
so you had it in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and talking about how when you define the role of the deck, it's normally always the control deck, but this deck, because it has the ability to change because of the 4 suit cheese, it can actually be a quite aggro deck, as we saw. And I personally believe that that would be the best way forward, which means that he doesn't have to concentrate so much on the artifact removal, only against certain artifacts. So.
Oh yeah, true. So he pinpoints the bad apples.
Yeah.
And then he can carry more blast in his sideboard.
Yeah, precisely.
Or even more counter, but he already had 3 of each element blast and carry 5 counters in main. I think he's trying still to have like the controlling part in the game.
Yeah. He took out
saw,
2 books, I saw.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. In the sideboarding, 2 books?
Yeah, sideboard 2 books out, which meant he's only playing 1 book main deck.
Oh.
But then again, if you're afraid of black whites, okay, fair enough. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. But if you don't expect to go long game, why sideboard for
it? Yeah. Oof, crazy.
Yeah, but I really like this match.
Yeah.
It's great. Like,
I thought it was a little bit shame that it was over so fast, but yeah.
In the league for a month at least.
Yeah. So now we have to tell Martin, this is how you play with these decks.
This is how you do.
Yeah, not 3.5 hours. Every time I talk about it, it gets like 15 minutes longer, the match.
But there has been some long streams. I remember seeing, who was it? It was probably Storm as well, and Juice, I guess. Yeah, there was like a long pause, a long waiting time. They had to really think carefully about their next move. And like sometimes 2 control decks against each other. Yeah.
I believe Jacob was in the 3.5 hours match as well. Yeah, but he actually played from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock, and then he played from 9 until 12 something.
Wow.
So that was crazy. So Jacob was not in the 3.5 hours. Jacob was in the 4.5 hours. Yeah.
Oh, that's a long game. Was that 3 matches then?
Yeah, I believe we actually had 3 matches.
Okay.
One that was so simply fast, and
Oh really?
Yeah, wasn't it? I don't remember. It was
basically 2 matches.
My mind was blanked out completely.
I
so
imagine. You didn't even set up everything before the first match was over.
Yeah. So.
Next time, Simon, if I'm going to be on board, you have to disclose that we're doing Discord, and please let me know in advance, because it's so debugging.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a bar you can adjust
for the speech levels. Yeah. I didn't think. I thought, okay, it's strange because I can see your mouth moving, but the sound was wonky. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah. Did we lose the whole chat here?
Still 19 people watching. Yeah.
Really? Oh, you're watching us talking about. Yeah, but okay. I have one question for the chat.
Yeah.
What was the most exciting moment in these two matches? Because I didn't see all of it.
What was the game breaker? What was the most important part? Yeah. So let's see. There's a little bit delay before they answer us back.
Okay. I can't see the responses anyway.
No, but I can read them loud for you. But you can open your telephone and go to the chat if you have Twitch.
I think I gave you a heart. Whatever that means.
Then I think it's a follow or something. Yeah. Okay. I actually got some follows tonight. I didn't read out on the.
Oh, you were busy trying to get me into the game.
Yeah. They say that if somebody gives you a follow, then you should say it on stream. Okay, yeah, sorry. And today, actually, we had Team Giant Spider. Yeah.
Oh, nice name.
Today, Year per 87, Mr. Black 3, Juice, Team Giant Spider, Morten Hattel, Mikkel Lidet, and Frylle. Thank you guys for the follow. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's the final. You get all the followers.
Yeah.
I guess people like the stream, but you're also becoming an expert, like I said, Simon.
Yeah.
With all your equipment, and you guys should know how he does this. This is complex shit. It's like
it's
from one platform to another to a third.
It's like taking all the threads and making it into one picture. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Storm says the best moment for him was the demonic tutor in game 2.
Oh, yeah.
So, but that's
yeah.
That was crazy. I believe that.
I think the counter he produced against the Shatter was really important.
Yeah, that was a game breaker.
The turning, it was definitely a turning point from my perspective. But I don't know exactly. Also, I lost half of game 1, so
yeah.
Any other responses from the chat?
No, actually not. So they have been quite satisfied just watching and.
They've been happy, yeah.
Okay. Erosius. I thought he would get a Suchi. I just thought it would be better than Disenchant, but he drew it afterwards, so yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But didn't he have it in hand, you said?
Yeah, I think Storm's hand at the moment was Mana Drain, Suchi, and the artifact removal that removes 2 as a sorcery. Dust to dust. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Think about the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Storm is actually Storm on the chat, I think.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Henrik Frydin Storm. Okay, I don't know what F is, but I think I know it, but I don't remember it.
Oh, middle name. Oh, another follower.
CB Goldenfire. Yeah, thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is that always a zombie coming on your screen? I have a zombie on my screen.
Yeah.
Everybody's just zombies. All followers.
Yeah, it's I use
zombies coming after you.
Followers. Oh, yeah, that's fucking awesome. No, I just use some standard graphics from some kind of web software.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. I thought the zombies were the nicest one.
Setup is not standard, so you should not use standard stuff. You're doing like sewing of videos into each other.
Oh yeah, he says Fabricius. Oh yeah, that's
Fabricius, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't listen properly.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so the turning point for the chat is this the tutor for Henrik, and what was the other? Disenchant? No, it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. That's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, but another in the start with the book. Sorry, not the book, the library. The turn 1 library. Would you have continued and just biting the bullet, like I said? just keep drawing. I think I would, even though I know I'm going to get damage like every turn.
Yeah, I think
the black white.
It depends on the hand you're holding, because if you don't actually have something to destroy it with, I would give it at least a couple of turns to get the 2 extra draws, just to see if you can get something going. But
I guess you're right.
Yeah, because then I would try to remove it, and then I would have a game winner, But more than 2.
Because those 2 cards could have been removal for the black whites, right?
Yeah. But more than 2 turns, then I think, okay, I would pussy out and go down to like 5 cards or 4 cards as fast as possible after that.
Yeah, I guess you're right with the biting the bullet for a couple of rounds, but I just think that this opponent probably packs more than 1 black whites, right?
Yeah.
And since I guess most Atogs play at least the Ank of Misra, I think it's a dangerous choice to make, but I think he did the right choice and kept on taking the cards, because as you said, it takes your card advantage in the direction of getting rid of the black rises and so on.
Yeah.
So I would probably do the same, but I also think there's a lot of players out there that would have not done it. They would looked at that black wise and think, oh, I can't use my library anymore. And just emptied their hands.
Yeah, I think we discussed it earlier that sometimes your life total is a resource, which means that unless you use it all, then it's no problem.
Don't go in within lightning range when the opponent has what? How many does he have? 4 lightning bolts and 3 chain lightning, right?
And
2 blasts.
3 sonic blasts. Yeah.
3. Oh yeah, there's one up
there. Yeah, that's one up there with the other ones.
So that's a lot of direct damage.
Yeah, I would be a little bit scared of those, to be honest. Yeah.
And he was when he was at 8, I was saying this could go both ways, because that's 1 blast and 1 lightning ball. Basically.
And we have a follow from Siga Pyjamas. Okay, thank you for the follow. Very nice.
Pyjamas, nice name.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, do you think we got the international followers in Denmark now, like interested in being?
Yeah,
we never presented correctly, did we?
No.
It's what is it, Simon? Like Danish old school
online magic.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a good name. Also like DOS, like
Danish old school. Yeah. So.
And a beat up old operating system which I used. That's how old we are now.
Yeah, disk operating system. Yeah. It's crazy that we know DOS. Oh, Christ.
Yeah. I was told by my my niece that I was really old, and I asked why. And then she started by saying I have gray hair and gray beard, and I was like, do I? And then she said, yeah. And then you played that Nintendo. I said, what?
Yeah.
So because I know what Nintendo is, I'm old.
Yeah. But the thing is, actually, one of the things that actually like explodes the minds of the young ones, you can say you were actually born before Google or born before YouTube, and they're like, what the fuck? It's been there all my life. It's like, yeah.
But now also with Magic environment, right?
Yeah.
You see this when it started here and exploded in Denmark, I felt like there must have been something that made this so explosive, because it was not normally. I would go to a tournament and I will meet maybe 1 or 2 other new guys I haven't met. Like when we met in Frederikshavn, right?
Yeah.
It was like 2 other people there, like 4 other people. You knew some of them, I knew some of them, and then we ended up knowing a similar friend, right?
Yeah.
And that's how it goes normally in all Magic environments. And then all of a sudden, I just saw this explosion.
Yeah.
Then I thought it must be because of the internet, right? It must be because people are like trading with each other and talking about their deck builds and I don't know, internet, I guess. All the chats and forums and whatever.
Yeah, now the whole world is connected, So I saw one guy with a very impressive mail day, and I thought, okay, that's crazy, Rich Burke. But he was the guy on the stream about the rules. What the fuck?
Oh, really?
It was like, okay, I saw that, and that's like, it's cool, you know. So
yeah, it is cool. But like when we produce a deck, right, you can't name anything anymore unless you say it with a twist.
yeah,
Like, this deck that Svante is played is famous for him playing
yeah,
it, right? So he
yeah,
played it before it got like famous enough to play that talk, I guess.
hmm.
Or maybe I don't know the story, but since he's one of the old players from Sweden, I guess he was also a part of unbanning this Black-White. So maybe he pressed it, but
I
no.
think it would be
But
a good
point,
idea to unban it, maybe.
yeah, maybe go this direction.
Yeah, nobody plays
No,
it.
but I mean,
It's not crazy, you know.
it's okay. It's
No.
only 2 damage, and he just drops his muxes, then no pain.
Yeah.
But my point being that if you have a deck with your name attached to it,
Yeah.
and it's known worldwide, I think you did an impact in a way that made people realize that this is something to play
Hmm.
competitive, old school Magic, so on. And so
Yeah.
my point being that internet like push that into next phase where
Yeah.
everybody can now go out and build that deck because it's online, it's accessible.
Yeah.
So next Doom is going to be released uh, deck list when you go into top 8, right?
Yeah. That's the plan,
There's
I
been
think.
debate about
Yeah.
um, the benefits. I know you talked about it, and a lot of people talked about it. Um, but I guess that this is the environment we are in, the internet, and this is an online tournament. People are using webcams to play instead of sitting next to each other, above each other, or
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
it's called, in front of each
Yeah.
other. Um, so I think that's the way it goes. But
Hmm.
personally, I don't have a problem with it, but I can see problems arising if people only have a few cards to play with, if don't have a good card pool.
Hmm.
I guess a guy like Svante doesn't care. He has this deck. He likes to play this deck, even though you told that he had 25 different cards in the other league he played. So
Yeah. Yeah. So he
he
can play
must
other
have some
decks
cards.
apparently, but many of
Yeah.
them are the same. So
Hmm.
yeah. And then Storm
But just with
says
a twist.
the start where he actually had the library. I had 3 counters and would just lose if I didn't draw something to stop Atog. So when I can play Suchi, I went all in aggro. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was not the turning point was not the abyss. I thought it was the abyss. It's like if
Yeah.
you can play the abyss and then a Suchi afterwards, you're golden.
Yeah.
You are there.
Yeah. And he
Um,
says a game breaker for him was also the moment where the Chaos Flip actually hit, or
oh
almost missed.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. It was like a
Yeah.
tiny piece
More
of
or
it.
less only the sleeve versus sleeve, but that's one of the discussions in old school that we all agree about. Sleeves are part of the card, no questions asked.
Yeah, but it was also an amazing flip, right? I didn't
Yeah.
see it proper, but landing that close to not being a hit is great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
Just
crazy.
on the edge in the final here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's but he did it. He flipped it,
Yeah.
as they say. I see that he's also playing another flip card here, Svante. He
Yeah.
had
The
a
falling
sideboard
star.
card, the Falling Star, which is really nice. I was up against it in Italy, and it's much better than people think. It has seen too little play. They changed the rules a bit, so you can actually rearrange your opponent's permanents.
Yeah.
So you can just put them. They're not allowed to be on top of each other, but they can be next to each other. So you can
Yeah.
just build a whole ramp and then flip. You
Yeah.
damage everything with touch.
Yeah. That's nice against
But
aggro
then
decks at least.
it's a great card. I like flip cards.
Yeah.
I also think that the flipping coins is nice, so they should ban, or I don't know if it's banned. They should introduce the what is it called, mana crypt? Just for the flip of the coin.
Just to flip coins, yeah.
Yes. There's Jin, the red Jin. What is
Mija Jin, yeah. This ridiculous card I don't even play. I fucking remember, but Dust to Dust, Fuck. Yeah.
Dust to Dust is playable. Actually, in this tournament, I played, I think, 4 of them. Yeah. Because my deck was to actually produce the opponent's creature into creatures and then Dust to Dust. So,
yeah.
It was a shitty deck, but it was fun.
That's the most. Yeah. On my presentation of you, I said deck builder extraordinaire.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. No, I do it for the fun. If I played Henrik's deck, I would be done with Magic within a month, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think that I can feel the glory. I don't know the English name, the term. Glädjen, the happiness about the game. It's like don't spice it a bit.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I like to play a couple of rounds, maybe even days, weekends, but I get bored of the cards that I'm pulling out of the library. So.
Yeah. And we can't have that playing old school, so. I'm not sure I get to make a new deck.
Called the Christmas deck.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll see if I make a new deck for next month. I'm not sure yet, but hopefully the cards will arrive before, and then we'll see something new.
Yeah. Just add some fireballs or like something direct damage, and then you will have a twist version.
Yeah.
Balls.
Yeah. No, I'll put some cheese in, and then I'll twist it. Yeah. So.
I should show you your deck again. I saw some of the cards on last stream with Henrik. It's really awesome. And when you do modify your deck like you did, it's interesting to pull a card again.
Yeah.
And like Svante did here with the Atog Christmas deck or whatever.
Yeah.
His Christmas hats on the Atogs and stuff. I think then it's interesting again, right? Once you have blackboarded everything, you go to the altering or the signing. And, that's a way to keep it alive, right?
Yeah. One of the things that I actually love in Magic is hunting, scouring for that one card you actually need. You just want to get that card, and you have to get it. But
tutor is cheating.
Yeah, but simply like trading for a Japanese foil something, or getting that beta disrupting scepter or whatever. You just the hunt for it is amazing. And then suddenly you have many cards and you don't really need that much more. Then it became the signing of cards, the alteration of cards for me. So finding the artist and get them to do it, and
You have a supreme deck in that regard, definitely. I'm impressed about your cards. I could just stand and sip and like stare at it.
Yeah. That's actually what I do also. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I don't want to play my hand. I'm looking at them.
Yeah. I always love it when I have like complete blackboard at hand. Fucking love this. Yeah.
Have you heard we are doing D-Day as well? I'm saying we, like I'm a part of it. I'm probably gonna help out, but it's a game in November, a tournament. I mean, hopefully out of this Corona thing.
Yeah.
And there's going to be only allowed original Swedish old school cards, plus revised.
Yeah. Wasn't the foreign blackboard allowed this turn, or?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's the first printing.
Italian legends, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna be interesting.
But we always discuss this.
Yeah.
Use the mana burn, so there's gonna be mana burn.
Then my deck is like fucking weak, you know.
Yeah, Suchi is not gonna be played much.
No, that's for sure. Damn.
Only to burn like pages in your book, right?
Yeah. Then they would be good, but normally they just remove the book and then fuck over my Suchi. So like, bad.
4 damage and loss of creature.
Yeah. Oh. Damn. Yeah, just to rub it in the face of the player, you know. Yeah.
But I think direct damage, that's the way to go. You see,
Yeah.
both these players carried a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, maybe I'll do a blast deck for next turn.
Yeah. You should try it. It's insanely
And
good.
then I will do 4 canes, Felver's canes. What are they called?
Fildon's cane? Yeah.
Yeah, 4 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not restricted, so I will reshuffle my library all the time.
Yeah. That's gonna be nice.
Back.
Yeah. Oh, blah 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 blah, and then remove all the lands. Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Yeah.
That seems like a Henning game.
Yeah. So you should just have the land tax, and for the many first turns you don't actually play any lands, and just like take all the lands out of the deck, and then start. Yeah. Okay, now I don't have any more lands. Now we only have lightning bolts left, or so similar.
All my lands, so 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, and then fireball and lightning ball and chain lightning and sonic blast and fireball. There's a lot of X spells actually.
Yeah.
You can do mana flare and then mana flare and what is it called? The one that removes creatures when it hits.
Disintegrate.
It kills it. That one, and then fireball, and then earthquake. That's a lot of X spells.
Yeah. And then you have to have ivory towers in your deck, because with the land tax you'll have many cards in hand, hopefully.
True.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of life, and then I burn my hand.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay. I think I'll have to
see next Doom tournament.
Yeah. We'll start again next month, the 1st.
Yes.
And then we'll have league matches and group plays and stuff. So we'll be back then. So for now, not much magic.
Svante or Henrik.
Yeah. And I'm really happy we kept the trophy in Denmark, even though there is no trophy. But I think it was good that a Danish guy won.
Yes. We kept Danish online, old school magic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
Yes. But I'll say thank you for tonight. I'll do like this. And then I will say good night.